So yesterday I made a video talking about Luis Ortiz's team coming out and saying that Eddie Hearn had made them a lowball, quote unquote, lowball offer. And during that video I said, even if they were offered $2 million, it's not a lowball offer in relation to what he made to fight Deontay Wilder, given that he probably made around $500,000 to fight Deontay Wilder. Now, Eddie Hearn yesterday was doing the rounds with the American YouTube community, I suppose, like the guys that go out and do interviews and stuff like that. And during he kind of spoke to so many different interviewers, and he gave bits of information to different people depending on what questions were asked him. So I'll just round it up for you nice and neatly in this video here. The two main points are, Eddie Hearn said he offered Luis Ortiz more than $5 million to fight Anthony Joshua on June the 1st. That's fucking 10 times more Luis Ortiz made to fight Deontay Wilder last year. Another thing that Eddie Hearn said is he's pissed off with all these people lying about these supposed quote unquote lowball offers. And next week, when he has a replacement in place, he will be speaking to the media and responding to these allegations, I suppose, that Luis Ortiz's manager has made with regard to the negotiations that took place between himself and Eddie Hearn. And he said he's got all the details on paper, emails, communications back and forth, text messages, I don't know, WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, Instagram DMs, whatever the fuck they were doing to negotiate this fight. He said he will show the media the back and forth, and basically said, I'll let you guys make up your own mind. He said he was pissed off with the way that story came out from Luis Ortiz's camp. He said he texted Luis Ortiz's manager to say, what the fuck, are you serious? Are you serious right now? He didn't actually say whether he responded. I'm talking about Jimenez, Luis Ortiz's manager. But the fact is, if you go back and watch the video that I made yesterday, and I spoke about this quote unquote lowball offer term that has attached itself to Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua's team, it kind of speaks more of another point that I made yesterday, is the heavyweight division doesn't look at Anthony Joshua as a world champion with 3 belts. They look at him as a cash cow. A cash cow. How much money can we make from fighting Anthony Joshua? That is it seems to be the one and only objective. Like, it's almost as if the being world champion in 3 of the 4 governing bodies doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. That's just a supplementary piece of kit that comes with fighting Anthony Joshua. The most important thing is, let's see if we can milk this cow for as much as we can. And why is that? Is that because fighters don't genuinely think they have a chance of beating Anthony Joshua? So they're walking into this fight thinking, well, we're going to lose. We're not going to win these belts, so we might as well get a big payday out of it. Is Anthony Joshua the actual boogeyman of the fucking heavyweight division? Because I never thought he was. I never thought people were that afraid to fight him. But just thinking about things logically, if you're a heavyweight fighter and you're being offered the chance to fight Anthony Joshua in the biggest fight of your career, a chance to win 3 of the 4 world titles, and in Luis Ortiz's case, you're going to get 10 times your highest ever payday, and then you come out and say that's a quote unquote lowball offer. Like this equation isn't adding up. This isn't balancing on both sides of the equation. Someone's chatting shit. Someone's lying. I'm looking forward to next week just to see exactly what was said between them, Jimenez and Eddie Hearn. Another thing that Eddie Hearn alluded to was the fact that he wants someone that is coming to try and win the belts, coming to fight, and not just looking at this opportunity as just a payday. And with him saying that, I think he was directing that towards Luis Ortiz, which is a shame because Luis Ortiz is this guy that American fans think is, a lot of people have him up there saying, oh yeah, he'll beat Joshua if he fought Joshua. He'll beat Tyson Fury if he fought Tyson Fury. Even Deontay Wilder has Luis Ortiz up there as a top 3 heavyweight. But the guy just doesn't want to fight. I mean, I said yesterday, I wouldn't have given a flying fuck if they came out and said 6 weeks is too short notice, we're interested in the fight, but we need more time to train and prepare. We're not in training camp at the moment, and we need longer than that to prepare for a fight of this magnitude. Or said, Jarrell Miller was making X amount, they've offered us less than that amount. So, for that reason, we're not taking the fight because we believe we're better than Jarrell Miller. I'd be happy with that. And I'm talking about Luis Ortiz here. But just because of the simple fact they came out and said it's a quote-unquote lowball offer, when I knew yesterday that the offer that came to them would have been at least in the kind of at least $1 million basically. But my instinct was it was kind of would have been at least 2 or 3 million, and I knew that's more than he's ever made before. It's just, it doesn't make sense on any level from a boxing point of view or a business standpoint. Now we know Luis Ortiz is with the PBC. He has an agreement, some form of an agreement with Al Heyman, and whether that stopped them or blocked them from taking the fight, I don't know. Perhaps they're just fucking greedy and they thought they just kind of over negotiated. They thought they were in the running to fight AJ, and they thought maybe going public with this quote unquote lowball offer would make Eddie Hearn turn around and go, okay, all right, look here, have X amount. Maybe they overestimated how desperate Eddie Hearn is to find a replacement. I don't think I said this in my video yesterday, but I did say it in the messages underneath, because someone meant a message and said that Eddie Hearn isn't in the driving seat because he's desperate for a replacement. And my response to that is, yeah, he's desperate for a replacement, but because it's such short notice, he's got some leeway now. He doesn't have to deliver the biggest name in the heavyweight division. Given the circumstances, it's such a small pool of fighters that he's got to pick from, that a Michael Hunter or a Ruiz is a viable option, whereas they weren't a viable option when the fight was originally announced a couple of months back. Does that make sense? But it's just a weird kind of situation, because throughout the history of the sport, yeah, when you fight a heavyweight champion, or not even a heavyweight champion, a world champion, the chips are usually in their favor because they're the quote unquote A side. And the difference with Anthony Joshua, and generally speaking when you're talking about a world champion in boxing, is people generally are chasing world champions. They want to become the champ because they know becoming the champ brings a lot of different opportunities with that. One, you're the world champion, which is, what every boxer's dream should be as soon as they turn pro. That's the overall goal if you're a boxer, is to become world champion. So when these fighters are chasing the world champion, it's to become the champion, is to have the opportunities once you're champion, whether that's some sort of endorsement deals or whatever, more money from broadcasters, the opportunity to start building your profile to then perhaps get to the next level and become a pay-per-view fighter. Or pay-per-view's dead now, according to design. But you know what I mean, to get to a level where you're securing the bag. But for some reason right now it feels like it's the opposite way with Anthony Joshua. It feels like he's the one trying to chase someone to fucking fight him. Like no one wants to fight. No one's actively chasing him to say, right, I want to fight you. Why is that? And when they do enter into a dialogue with Joshua, it's not. It doesn't feel like there's a genuine desire to fight him. It just feels like, right, how much money can we get out of this situation? And it's frustrating as a fan because I just want to see the best fighters fight the fucking best fighters. And when you got people like Luis Ortiz not stepping up to take this fight, who literally can't sell a ticket, the only time people will tune in to really watch him fight is if it's with someone like a Wilder, a Joshua, a Tyson Fury, a name in the division. Apart from that, no one really tunes in to watch him fight. No one really gives a flying fuck. When you got people like that turning the fight down, who have no market value in terms of bringing revenue in, all he's got is his skill set, which obviously is a very good asset. But commercially speaking, you're bringing nothing to the table. And you're the one turning around to say, oh, this is a lowball offer. Something is seriously fucking wrong. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Put your comments below. Please don't be scared to hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit the like button. Fucking do all three of them right now. I'll get you on the next one.